In this video, I'm going to walk you through all the features of the Elite Trading Journal and explain small details and how to customize it even further. Starting off, we have this main page where you first get to when you open the trading journal. And on the right hand side, you can see we have 4 quick action buttons which you can click and, for example, add a new trade to your trading journal or add a new cash flow to the finance tracker, or notes or workouts, which we will get to in a bit. Below that we have a chart which displays your profit on a selected account with a selected strategy. And if you want to change the strategy you want to track on this chart, you simply click on this filter icon and select the strategy you want to see. For example, strategy 1, but on this journal I don't have data for strategy 1, so it doesn't display any values. Then below that we have a small overview of all your trading accounts. In this example, I created a demo account which displays the current balance and the win rate. Next to that we have the GFD account, a funded next account and a top tier trader account. And below that we have a small database with all the trades which have been taken over the last week, which is also a linked database to the journal page. Now on the left hand side you can see that there is a to-do list block, which is also a linked view to a database we will get to in a bit. And right here you can add your tasks for a specific day, and if you click this checkbox they will disappear and be sorted into a new database which displays the tasks that you have already completed. And down below we have the trading section, which has all the pages related to your journal and your analytics, beginning with the actual journal itself, which is divided into the strategies that you create and a database where all trades from all strategies are put into. Then if you open the database, you can see all the trades from that specific strategy, and you can, for example, add a currency pair. Let's say I took a trade on silver, but you can also select Nasdaq, Bitcoin, oil and other financial instruments. Then next to that you can see that there is a session spot which can also be selected to display the analytics on another page. Then you can select if it was a long or a short trade and add the account which you took this trade on. In this example, let's take the funded next account. Then next to that you select how much you risked on this trade. In this example I risked 2%. And then you get 2 checkboxes. The first one is if you followed your plan or you didn't. Let's leave that unchecked for this example. And next to that you have the checkbox for if it was a win or a losing trade. In this example we didn't follow our plan, but it turned out to be a winner. Then next to that you have the risk reward, which in this case, let's say it was a 2.3 risk reward. And as you can see, it automatically calculates your profit according to your risk reward, if it was a win or a losing trade, and the amount you risked. If I put this to, let's say, 0.5, it also adjusts the profit in percent. Or if I put it to 3%, it also adjusts it accordingly. And of course, if I uncheck this win, then it automatically fills in the -3% because I risked 3% in the beginning. Next to that you have the strategy, but because this is the journal for strategy 2.0, it only shows 2.0, but of course you can change it, but then the trade will be added to another database. And finally we have the notes tab where you can add more details to your trade if you want to. When adding a new trade, you can also open it in multiple different views. For example, the open inside, where you can add all the values exactly the same as we did before. And you also can add images by simply pasting them inside of these boxes. And if you click on this icon above, you can also select the center peak, which is also very nice if you want to quickly insert your values. And you can also select full page, and then it will be shown on the full page. Instead of using the standard journal database, you can also display your trades via this gallery view, which will show them inside of these small cards, displaying all the necessary information you need. For example, right here you can see all the trades I took in August made me a total of $4,649. And if I click on week, they will be sorted by week. And below the journal page, you can see we have all the necessary analytics we need for our strategy, starting off with the strategy itself, where you have a nice overview of all the strategies. In this case, only the strategy 2.0 has actual trades in it, and we can see that it has a 66.67% win rate with 15 trades taken. Then below that we have the accounts which we trade on. We can see that although we only traded strategy 2.0, these accounts have different win rates depending on which account we took the trade on. On the demo account we have a win rate of 80% and a consistency of 100%, and also you can see that there's a different profit in percent and profit in dollars in this example, or whichever currency you trade in. Then next to that we have the current balance of that account, the initial balance with which you set when you first start the account, and then all the profit will get added to this value. If I change this, let's say for example to 25,000, then also the current balance will get adjusted. Next to that you have your average win, which automatically gets calculated through the profit you have on your trades, and next to that the average loss, which also gets calculated the same way. Then below that you have the pairs tab, where you can see all the different financial instruments. Let's say if you trade crypto or futures, you can select these instruments, but of course you can also add a new one. You simply click on new, then add the name, the market, and add an icon if you want to, but you can also leave it like that. And in here you can see of course which market this instrument is in, and you also see the specific win rate to this currency pair, for example, the consistency, the number of trades you took on this instrument, and you can even select the strategy. Let's say I want to look which win rate I have on EURUSD with strategy 1.0. Of course it is 0% because this strategy doesn't have any data, but if you fill in the data for strategy 1.0, then there will be another value. Then below that we have the sessions page, which works the same way. just with the different sessions. You can also add other sessions if you want to, let's say the Sydney session, but because few people actually trade the Sydney session, I didn't add it to the journal. In here you have London, London Close and London Open, which also have separate win rates, and you can also switch to different strategies to see the analytics. Then below that you have the positions page, where you can see which type of position has the better win rate. Let's say we want to see it for strategy 2. Then we have a win rate of 70% for long trades and a slightly worse win rate of 60% for short trades. And we also get displayed the amount of trades we took longing and shorting. And last but not least, we have the mistakes page, where you can add mistakes, review them, add notes, and even connect them to your journal. And let's say we have over trading as a mistake, and we add some notes. We can go to the journal and select this mistake for the trade. Let's say we want to add it to this losing trade. Then we go to this page and select over trading. Then below that we have the pre-market analysis page, where you can do your weekly analysis by simply clicking on this arrow down, and you will get these 4 options: the DXY index, Euro USD, GBP USD and gold. But you can also add new templates. Simply click on duplicate and change the name, the icon if you prefer, and then you have added a new currency pair. For this example we will take the DXY, and it will get automatically added to the database. Now you can add bullish arguments. Let's say we had price mitigate a weekly fair value gap and it swept previous month's low. And as bearish argument, let's say we have it respecting an order block. Then you'll see the bullish arguments. We have 2 bullish arguments and only 1 bearish argument. In this case, the high time frame direction or the overall direction of the DXY index on this page would be marked as bullish. And down below we have a scenarios property, where you can add an image with arrows showing which direction you think price will go for different scenarios. And down below I have this page, this property, where you can select on which days there are red folder news. Then you can add pre-notes and after notes. So before the week starts you can add notes, and afterwards you can add notes as a reflection. Then down below you have the after image and the before image, and you can check if it played out or not, and afterwards see how good your predictions are. Then you can also add images by simply clicking on add image and upload your file, or you can copy it from TradingView and simply copy and paste it into this block by selecting monthly and then hitting Command V, or if you're on Windows you select the correct shortcut. Then you have, similar to the journal page, you have a backtesting page with all the same features, except that it is for backtesting and it is pretty much identical to the actual journal. Then you can add notes specifically for trading, and below that we have quick links to the position size calculator, the economic calendar, market news, backtesting software, and some of my recommended prop firms. And at the bottom you can see there's a personal dashboard which doesn't have to do anything with trading, but is more for personal development, journaling, and notes taking, whatever you want to do. First, we have a notes dashboard where you can add notes like trip to Italy and add different categories, for example, not reviewed, reviewed, and favorite, and they will be sorted into these specific databases you can access above here. And you can also check all the different categories like travel, fitness, self-improvement, business, finance, food, and others. Next, we have the to-dos page, which is a linked database to the actual to-dos page on the dashboard, where you can see all to-dos and also add different categories for the notes, for the goals, and also have them sorted in different database views. For example, the notes that you have to do at this current day and the ones you have already done. So next up on the personal dashboard is the fitness tracker, which starts with a table where you can enter your workout split for the week and plan your week according to your different muscle groups that you train on each specific day. Below that you have a database with all your workouts rated by the pump you had from it, the muscle group it works out, and the duration of the workout. And you can simply add a new workout by simply clicking on this big new button, and then you simply enter the name. Let's say we want to add an ab workout, and let's give it a 4-star rating and a duration of 10 minutes. And then down here we can add the link to whatever platform you're using, maybe YouTube or Instagram if you have a routine on Instagram that you follow. And then it will be displayed on this view, and you can simply access other muscle groups by clicking on this filter icon and simply selecting the muscle group that you want to work out. Below that we have a different view to all the workouts and exercises, and in here you can add more specific exercises, not just workouts in general, but exercises for specific muscles, and also add mobility exercises, which is very important as well. On the left side we have quick action buttons to go back to your home dashboard. You can also add a new fitness related goal and a new fitness related note. And below that you have a linked view to the notes dashboard, displaying only the fitness related notes and only the fitness related goals, similar to this one, like running 20 miles or bench pressing 4 or 5. And yeah. You can also access the workouts database by switching to the table view if you prefer, And in here you will have all the workouts listed inside of a table view with all the necessary information. Next, we included a habit tracker, which allows you to track as many habits as you want by simply adding them, and you can check these checkboxes and you can see that the progress will automatically be updated. And for every new day, the journal adds a new card automatically. And if you completed all the tasks for the day, you can click on everything done and the journal will check all the boxes automatically. Now, you might have asked yourself, how do I edit, change or remove habits for a day? And doing this is actually fairly simple. You only have to click on the down arrow at the top right corner and then click on these three dots and on edit. And if you simply want to change the title or the icon of this habit, you click on the name, click on rename, and then you can change the name or the icon. And if you want to add a new habit, you click on the add a property button and select the checkbox down here. And then you can select a name, let's say practice piano. And let's choose this music note icon. But we are not done at this point, because right now the program still thinks that there are only 5 habits for the day, and if we check 5 habits, then it will display 100%, but it doesn't know that there's this practice piano habit, and if we check this, it actually does nothing. So we need to change this by simply clicking on the progress bar and then adding a plus, then to number, and then in brackets you simply add the property that you just added, in this case the practice piano habit, and then down here you have to change this number, which is currently 5, which is the number of daily habits, to now 6. So the program divides the whole number by 6 and we get a nice percentage. And if we now check all the boxes, it should see this property as a real habit. And as you can see, it works perfectly fine. Now the only thing we still have to do is add the practice piano property to our card view. And we do this by clicking on these 3 dots next to the new button, then on properties, and then we add the practice piano property by clicking on this eye icon, and then you can also change the order. Our trading journal is the goals page, where you can see all your goals you added previously with the title and the current progress. And you can add new ones by simply adding a new title and adding your current state, your goal, and a category. In this example, it would be fitness. And you can also add related notes or to-do lists which contribute to your goal. And the progress will automatically be updated if you change the current state to, let's say, 15. You can see that it gets changed to 75%. And on the left hand side you can also see the different tabs from the categories page, sorted by the specific category. So thank you for watching till the end. If you still have questions, then you might want to consider scrolling down to the FAQ section, where I answer some useful questions. And if this doesn't answer your question, then you might want to consider sending me an email via my support email, which is linked on the FAQ section. And if you decide to purchase one of the Elite Trading Journals, you will get a premium Discord membership completely for free, where you can trade with like-minded individuals, share your journey, see trade ideas, learn from other traders, and trade on live calls with me and all the other Discord members. So you might want to consider that as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.